What's going on YouTube, right here. So in today's video we're talking more about the CheckRa1n jailbreak and the progress, and of course we have some important updates for the tools that have been made available for custom-made firmwares for various purposes, for example iCloud bypass, downgrades, and even jailbreaks. So I'm going to start with the CheckRa1n. Just a few days ago the CheckRa1n Twitter account, the official Twitter account for the CheckRa1n jailbreak, posted this video in here, which is basically the CheckRa1n jailbreak running on multiple devices of multiple types on iOS 12.x and iOS 13. Now there are multiple versions of iOS 13 and multiple versions of iOS 12, but this exploit works on all of them, so no matter what Apple releases in the future, 13.2, 13.4, whatever, the exploit, which is Checkmate, will work with no problem, so they will only have to update the CheckRa1n jailbreak with a couple of lines of code to match the new version. So yeah, pretty cool. Now as you can see here, they are booting these devices with the CheckRa1n jailbreak, as you can see by the logo in there, which basically is a full jailbreak in itself. It patches KPP, it patches the TFP0, it patches whatever else is necessary, for example rootfs remount, and so on. At least that's what I saw from the logs. It's already basically jailbroken, even though it's a tethered jailbreak. Now if you do not run the jailbreak, the phone will actually run normally and it will go in stock mode. You will not be jailbroken, but you will be able to power on the phone. But you do need a computer if you want to jailbreak again after a reboot. Or do you? Digital Security posted, quote, Checkmate Arduino POC or proof of concept, the Checkmate port for Arduino and USB host shield. Now as you can see from this image in here posted by Digital Security, they basically connected an iPhone through the normal lightning connector, and this is basically an Arduino Uno by the looks of it, and it has connected on top a USB shield, which contains basically the USB port and the chips that provide the logic in order to run that port. Nothing very complicated to do, and it's dirt cheap to actually acquire. So pretty nice in there, and they actually posted the code for all these things in here on GitHub. So if you have the same setup, for example you get the same Arduino and the shield in here, which as I said are dirt cheap on eBay, you will be able to upload the code and run their proof of concept for the Checkmate from an Arduino. We finally see a bare-bone dongle being made for this exploit, which is actually quite nice, because this means that you are able to run the exploit even if you do not have a computer near you. Now speaking of the CheckRa1n, they also got it working fine on an Apple TV. Now many of you probably do not have an Apple TV, but for those of you who have, and for those of you who are interested in jailbreaking it, KB posted this in here, which is basically a video in which he's able to run the exploit and of course the CheckRa1n jailbreak on his Apple TV, and of course it boots all the way up to the interface in here. But this is actually quite nice, because this means that the Apple TV is also jailbroken for life. Now Timstar also released a couple of days ago the IMG4TOOL version 2. He says in here, quote, a complete rewrite of the original IMG4TOOL with more features and improvements. You can now install the lib IMG4TOOL library for easier including in your projects. Check it out now. So what exactly is this and why is it so important? Well, if you want to make any sort of custom-made firmware for iOS, for iCloud bypass or downgrades, or even for jailbreak purposes, then you need a way to handle the EMG4 files or the EM4M files or even EM4P as they're called. And this tool, IMG4TOOL in here, does exactly that. It handles those files. You can extract them, you can print them, you can even create them, rename them, verify them, convert them, and so on. It does absolutely anything you would want to do with such files. Now for those of you who read the article that I posted on our jailbreak forum about the iOS boot chain and how it works and how you can create a custom-made firmware for that, well, there are a lot of files in here, including the IBAC and IBSS, which have to be patched in a custom-made firmware, but of course they come in the EMG4 format, and you do need a way to handle that. And this one in here, this program, is actually exactly that. You're able to do any sort of modifications you want to your files, and you can pack them, unpack them, convert them, and so on using this program in here. Now, this is not all it takes for a custom-made firmware, but all the tools that are necessary are mostly available. So yeah, this means that we can finally start building custom-made firmwares again on the Apple devices. As for the CheckRa1n jailbreak, this will be massive when it gets released, probably in the next weeks. So as you probably know, this runs the Checkmate exploit, which means that it is compatible with the iPhone 4S all the way up to the iPhone 10. And you can jailbreak any iOS version, past, present, or future. iOS 13, 12.4.1, 13.1.3, anything you want. So definitely a very powerful jailbreak, and as you can see from this posting here, they started adding support for more and more devices, which is actually quite good because initially the exploit only supported a couple of devices for loading the patched files. So this is actually quite good. Huge progress is being made. So yeah, thank you for watching. Do not forget to subscribe to stay updated. I am GeoSnow. Till the next time, do not forget to check out our jailbreak forum in here. There's a lot of information about custom firmware and of course the checkmate exploit, and till the next time, peace out.